Welcome back to some more EU4 as me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun, playing as East Frisia. We're on the cold shoulder of northwest Europe, and we're going further into the freezing abyss by attacking Denmark. Last episode, we made it look like it's got some type of horrible disease. This orangey red on flushed out red looks horrendous. This episode, we'll see how much land we can take from them. We're going to watch if Sweden can break away. They should be able to. I almost wonder if the fact they declared independence means that we're not going to see any more Danish troops, just naval units we can't deal with. Wish we could find a way to get around them, but it would involve going all the way over here, and that doesn't feel like a good decision to me. Also, Austria's got their 23,000 troops trapped there, because they're real galaxy brains. Could have gone over here, decided to try and take a shortcut, and they have been punished to the hilt. AI gonna AI. But it does put into perspective how many ships Denmark has that they can burn. You know, 6 of their own, 9 of Riga's. And we still can't get anywhere near close to touching their fleet. There's 37 stack of troops out at sea. Can't do it. 25 galleys, they will rip our navy to shreds. Yeah, we're gonna wait. I'd love to be able to ask Austria, hey, come over here and siege out Riga. But their troops are stuck. Oh no, they've gone away. Where are you going? Please, oh, don't go back. For the love of all that's holy. If you're gonna do that, at least get, okay, at least they got through. Run through. Okay, they've ran through Swedish territory, that's what we want. We can't attack the Swedish troops right now anyway, so we didn't have to worry too much, but I still don't want to sit in Swedish territory. Okay. So Austria is over there. They're going to be earning the vast majority of the war score, but I'm okay with that. They were the Holy Roman Empire. I expect them to do some pretty heavy lifting. Tried to mute. Missed it. Oh, Peasants' War for Muscovy. Terrible. I'll edit that sneeze out in post. Actually, I'm going to pause so I don't forget to do that. There we go. I won't be doing very many videos in my batch today because, well, I still sound pretty rough. The Rona does some rude things to your body, so probably be a hat trick of videos and then that's a lot, and I'll probably drag them out over a couple of weeks in case I don't get a chance to do any more. We'll see how it goes. We'll play it on the fly. You're going to find out when it's uploaded, so. Did Austria leave no troops in their territory at all? Okay. At least that, we can go deal with that. Because it's very apparent we're not going to see any Danish troops down here of any significant number. Watch them show up immediately after we leave. And they are really trying to get us to give money to the Pope, and I'm not interested. Go away. Riga was occupied. I mean, as cool as it would be to take the province of Riga, that would be very, very funny. That would be pretty tricky to keep a hold of, I would say. Although the more I think about it, the funnier it is. It would give us different aggressive expansion targets, but I'm not sure. Do I want to take Riga? That is so ridiculous a thing to do. I don't want. If I'm going to, I can't vassal them. Like, what am I going to do? It would be a good way of pushing money this way, though. I'm talking myself into it, aren't I? Go on, then. We'll take Riga. That's absolutely not the sensible play, but I'm okay with it. Also, we are going to bump that up to full autonomy, because I don't want to deal with the remotest chance of there being a revolt. You're also in a completely different culture group, although it does technically count as Germanic still. Oh, I see. So Riga has a Germanic culture group, but nothing around it does. That's important, because if we're going to be using approved culture groups, we might have to use some of these. I'd rather not, because it's not a very wealthy area, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, never thought about taking Riga independently, but I mean, we can, so why not? And our aggressive expansion is really not very high against anybody, because it's so far away from everything that we're used to dealing with. That is going to mean we're going to have to prioritize our navy more than I had planned. Okay. That's very pretty. Some red and blue occupation. No. Still have negative unrest. How? Just our really high tolerance and stability, I guess. Okay. Speaking of, what's the... Okay, so the Orthodox line is still a little bit away from Riga. Okay, that's fine then. Okie dokie artichoke. We moved all our troops down here and then didn't do anything. Well done, smart guy. You probably don't need to have people attached to you now. Yeah, Austria can start helping with the occupation zones. Do you want to be attached to me? You might. Why can't we get back across? We can get through Bohemia. Well, based on that logic, I'm going to cancel the open borders here, because I don't want to. If I can't get over there, I don't want to get, you know, penalised for it. There we go. Oh, we have a debate we can do. Losing corruption. You know what, nothing here is really that exciting, we'll do it. That'll just help us get it down. What even is our corruption at right now? 3.22, it's not even that high. And we have an incorruptible leader. That's awesome. Yeah, we can't get across there now until we are black flagged, which, like I said, honestly is fine. Colonialism has spawned. It's in Portugal. No, it's in Spain. Or Castile. Okay. That's fine. We're not going to get that for ages. Where are Okay, Denmark just doesn't have any troops anymore. I was like, where are they? They just don't have any. So Sweden's clearly going to declare independence. My only concern is they're going to do too well, and they might end up claiming, like, all down here. I hope they don't. If they claim this, it's fine. But they might end up claiming Sjælland. Although it is a very high development province, they might not be able to afford to do so. Maybe they'll just take some of Danish Russia, which I think we're good to pick. We're at 63% war score. Denmark is getting absolutely clowned on, so they'll probably give us close to 100% war score anyway. So that's 96 base, so they're probably going to give us about 80% war score, really. And I don't need all of it. So let's see how this breaks down state-wise, because, yeah, if we take Slesvig, then Dithmarschen is going to be quite unhappy, but I think they're going to have to eat it. Holstein is part of the Holy Roman Empire, but it belongs to a nation that isn't in the Holy Roman Empire right now, so that should be fine. And then, yeah, this is all one state. Just out of curiosity, so that would be 63 aggressive expansion. Clearly we can't do that because look at the uproar. So that's not happening. We could take Iceland if we wanted to, and that'll give us a jump start to colonialism. That's an interesting thought as well. Theoretically, if we did that and gave these back, that's 24.5 aggressive expansion. That's pretty much nothing. That bumps up to 43, so clearly we're not doing that. But what if we took the province that has the fort? Just this one. So that puts us up to 35 aggressive expansion. Which I think is fine. I think the nations in this list are not that dangerous other than Nassau. So we can probably just wait until that gets timed out. Oh, it's funny, they are willing to peace out, but their deal's terrible, so we're going to wait. Just wait a little bit longer to try and get Nassau not in that coalition. And then I think we can peace out. That's a little bit annoying. Okay, Nassau will still be in there, so we just won't be greedy then. Okay. Take some money instead. How much this money would I get? Really none of it, so I'm not even going to bother. So we're going to do 1, 2... war reps. 1, 2... I mean, we could force them to release a nation too, but I don't really see the benefit in doing that. Get to cancel Norway if we want to as well, but I don't see the benefit in that either. So I'm going to intentionally take a pretty small war score, I think. Because I want to be able to attack them again before Sweden can. So this will put us in a peace treaty for a decade. Go for it. Can we afford a core thing? Yes, we can. Fantastic. And clearly what we have to do up here, because they are going to hate us, get that to 100% autonomy immediately. No unrest. Wow. That's very exciting. End of the Peasants' War, good for them. Yeah, so we now genuinely have, when we get around to exploration ideas, because I guess that's what we're going to do next, instead of going, what I was planning to have espionage. When we get to level 10 admin, we'll get that instead and start looking and seeing the world. And we'll do it from Reykjavik. So we have a very strange landmass now. So we have Iceland, we also have Riga. At least Riga has a fort on it, so at least if we do get attacked there, we have a delay. There's nothing on here, but I don't think people will go after Iceland, honestly. It is so out of the way, it wouldn't make a lot of sense. Also, our troops are black flag now, so you can come back. Is there any revolt chance here? A little bit. Is it enough where I think I would have to come over here? I don't think so, honestly. I think my troops would still be better placed in our main location. So yeah, so we've created some pretty horrible border gore to go with the Muscovite border gore. This is just disgusting. What has happened here? Ottomans are still doing Ottoman things. They're doing them pretty slowly though. 1501 and Venice still has land in Greece. So they're not making huge progress. The Pope is not a fan right now, so we're just going to send our envoy out there. Do some diplomacy, please. We're probably going to wait until we get military tech level 9. Professional officers is very, very important. You get tactics and new infantry. And then we get to watch what is happening with Sweden versus Denmark. Sweden is still winning. Denmark has no manpower, probably not a huge amount of money. So I think they are SOL. Yeah, the only thing they have over Sweden is the same thing they had over us. Okay, everyone get their money requests out of the way. Yeah, the only thing that Denmark has over Sweden is the number of ships. Everything else Sweden can just clown on Denmark for. Oh yeah, good luck Odiev and Ryazan. You're going to probably get eaten as well by Poland could get terrifying in this game. And that's why I don't like having Muscovy just capitulate immediately. You need a nation in the east that's pretty strong to keep Poland and Lithuania in check. If they don't exist, they can become an enormous blob that becomes far more dangerous than even, like, peak Ottomans. We'll see. Big Livonian Order is going to be interesting. Normally I'd be very happy about this, but given we took Riga, that's not really what I want. We'll see. We shall most certainly see. Yeah, good on Sweden. It took them long enough. They hate us because we got rid of the independence claim, but we're the ones that allowed them to declare independence, so really they should be grateful. Alas, that is not how the AI thinks. More corrupt taxmen, eh? Now, corruption's only at 3. I'll eat the money. I do think now is the time to get rid of the alliance with Dishmarschen, though. We probably shouldn't have given them money, but it's fine. Dissolve. They have 89 trust with us, but yeah, no dice. Imperial Reform. We get less unrest. I mean, that's genuinely a little bit useful for the time being, but not an absolute deal breaker. We have no unrest anywhere, despite all the things we've done, which is pretty crazy. Although, having said that, this exciting initiative is going to put us close. And we took a stability hit. So now, hopefully, we'll get an event to increase our stability next time our parliament does anything parliamentary. We shall see. France has peasants. There's revolts going on in France. Who would have seen that coming? And I guess what we should do is get a spy network building in Nassau. Okay, everybody take 38 gold from me, I guess. You do you. I can't even get money back from you because you don't have 87 gold. That's embarrassing. Embarrassing. No, we're just going to generate another claim or two on Danish territory so we have it ready to roll when we need it. Definitely what I think is the right decision. You can probably go back to drilling too. What is our average drill? Still at 68. Yeah, very, very impressive. Belaruso is going to go the way of the dodo, I think. It's nice to be able to see over here. Trade-wise, we have, 3% of the power in the Baltic. We're only at 2% in Lubeck. So that one province, it shows how much power Riga as a province has. Even at nigh on 100% autonomy, it still is pumping out some... Yeah, it is 100% autonomy. It's still pumping it out. Yes, because it's an unlawful territory. So right now it cannot start dropping. Whereas, say, up here, this is going to start dripping down. Yeah, we're at 97% now. Won't get any lower than 90, but what are you going to do? This is an annoying state. Okay. Not sure if this will ever become a state anyway, because we look at the culture group. We're talking, Icelandic for these three, Norwegian for the Shetlands, and they are these three are the only 3 provinces in the entire game with Icelandic culture, so you just convert them if you're going to keep them and turn them into a state. I don't want to pop this yet, so I guess we will get the idea. That improves our manpower recovery speed and our army tradition, which is what? 34? And it's going down, but not by a huge amount every year. This is what I wanted to see. So Denmark will grant independence to Sweden. Norway's going to have to cede a bunch of territory. Kind of in this area. Denmark only had to give up 2 provinces. Okay. This is not really what you want to see. You want to see more of Denmark go, because Norway now has absolutely no way on this earth of being able to break away. But yeah, unsurprisingly, Sweden and Denmark are rivals. Who would have seen that coming? And Sweden's rival Muscovy. Kind of all the things you would expect to have happen. Well, if possible. Sometimes, some games, Sweden, even if it gets away, can't. But I don't want to attack the Papal States. What are you doing? I'm going to say yes because I don't want to break my alliance with France, but I don't want to attack the Pope. I know why you do, but I don't. I probably don't have to do anything here, do I? I probably can't get anywhere even if I wanted to. Yeah, I can do nothing. Cool. You don't have to hide at war right now. That is fine. The Italian wars happens to us, which is completely irrelevant because we do not need mercenaries. Yeah, we can't even reach because I don't want... Okay, now we can. I wasn't going to pay for open borders. I guess we'll just start heading in this general direction to say that we helped. Do it in the most passive way possible. That's probably a state worth making. There we go. Too few seats. Boo! We now have to get a second seat in our land tag. Usually it's best to go with the highest development you have. Why am I doing it this way? This is stupid. Let's do development number. Okay. You're at 25% autonomy, so I'm going to say that Friesland, congratulations. You're going to get a seat in the land tag. There you go. Are we going to want to make Danish an approved culture? I think that's probably a good idea, because again, if we look at the culture map, all of this red is in the same group. Not this, though. The Sami group is very different. There's quite a lot of provinces that are in this culture group, so it's probably a fairly solid investment. There you go. And these provinces are very useful because they're in the Lubeck trade node. So they should start helping me push more to the English Channel, which is where we want the money to be. So I am okay with that. I'm helping by being here. My troops look kind of stinky, though. Oh, good. Morale penalty. That's really helpful during a war. Yeah, we have the generic helmet, the incredibly boring leather beige blah. At least France has cool-looking troops. I could be an astronomical dick and not give them this territory. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh no, Gelra hates us. The silly province that looks a little bit wienery doesn't like us. That's terrible. Or just like a really long, like a plague doctor's nose or something. Yeah, we'll go siege out Trent for you. Honestly, I'm going to give them that because I'd rather they not attack the Pope again in the future. So if they take these two provinces, they're very unlikely to attack the Pope. Wow, we are getting caught a lot. Our spy in Denmark, it just sucks. And yeah, we're going to lose a bit of innovativeness again, but I don't really care. I'd much rather, at that point, take a little bit of a hit there in return for getting the big bonus to our army tradition. Speaking of armies, our reformer just died. Master Recruiter, I'm okay with that. Again, doesn't give us any morale, but still useful. We do have enough now for a claim theoretically on Nassau. Where would we even want it to be? What on Amsterdam? That'll work. On stands, doesn't matter. We did pick the province that's probably the hardest one of the lot to siege out, but at least we can say, hey, we helped. Shame we've run out of things to loot, but what are you going to do? Denmark's planning on attacking Perm. There must be mullets or something right now instead. Not poor Bologna. Yeah, if Denmark can't win against two nations that each have 4,000 troops, you've got to help them. They are back to 20,000 troops, just have no manpower. Oh, they're Catholics. I was going to say, we haven't had a religious outbreak yet. We must be fairly close. Yeah, Reform desires at 81%. And if you've ever played as either the Pope or as a nation that gets control of the Pope fairly easily, every time you try and reduce that number, you can, but subsequent actions get like a bonus effect, so you can't hold them off forever. The tide very much is turning. It's just a choice of when does it turn. Oh, poor papacy. Getting absolutely wrecked. Feels bad, man. They're getting wrecked by Venice as well, by the looks of it, so that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, Venice has attacked them too, so the papacy is going to probably be pretty close to being a one-province minor after this. Yeah, I'll take the cash. And Diplotech level 8. Yeah, we like that. We like what we're seeing. Take more money. More money, honey. For my basket. Is there anything else even left in this war? No? Okay, then I'm heading back. Once this is fully looted, anyway. That's pretty much done. Okay. Sayonara. Sayonara. We're going to get black flagged probably before we get back anyway, but just in case somebody gets any sneaky ideas, I'd rather have my troops back where they live, please. There we go. So, Papal States is giving up, yeah, provinces to Naples, provinces to France. We're going to get a little bit of money, but not a lot. Got 12 favours, which is probably the most important thing there, because we helped. And then Venice is probably going to take at least these two provinces. So, yeah, the Pope is going to be in a bad place. I almost wonder... We can't do this right now, but how far away are we? Still a fair bit. Nassau being allied to Venice is frustrating. Venice is eating a lot of Italy. Like, usually Venice just kicks the bucket immediately, but they're doing surprisingly well. And I'm wondering if it's because Austria lost the emperor status so quickly that they really don't have much more than them in terms of resources. In fact, Austria, I'd argue, has less now. We can afford to upgrade this centre. Yeah, I think we will do that. I think that's a good idea. Get that done. Yeah, and that's going to push more to us. Are we okay eating more in innovativeness penalty to get either of these ideas? What do we have? I don't need that imminently, but I don't need that either. Okay, well, we'll get one of them then. That way we can get the other one to the next level pretty quickly so we don't eat a load of our innovativeness. That's fine. And we clearly want to do the war tax one because we have been using war taxes. Usually I don't unless I've got that option, but we have. Against that war against Denmark, we genuinely did need it. And what I genuinely need, I think, is to go get some more water. So I'm going to end the episode here. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Like the video if you did. Do we think we're going to run into problems with Sweden soon? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.